Map 1 for T1 versus EDG. Oh, and actually this time around they're going out one at a time and not like one on each line. So they each get their own intro. Willow, do you know if playoffs are in the same location than Swiss stage for this Masters?
He cannot wait to face the rest of the team. He wanted to greet everybody on the stage. He's feeling it. He's on.
It looks like a similar setup.
And ready for the challenge. And you saw that confidence in the last match from EDG.
Okay, so it's not two venues like they do in other stuff. Oh, I love how Concon and Buzz hugged each other. That's awesome. It's like, hey, good luck, have fun, but I'm still gonna own you in the server.
And I think whichever team elects to do that is going to be put at a disadvantage in the veto and will allow their opponent to target them. I would love to see the fracture, please. I would love
Looks at the same location? Yeah, seems like, you know. Because I want to know, like, how many seats does this place take? Split, Blind, and Pearl. So T1 are the team that bans Abyss? Why would EDG veto Lotus? Has that been their permaban? I don't remember EDG on Lotus now that I think about it. Let me just have a look real quick.
I think the picks are a little interesting though. T1 heading into the split here. Last time we saw this one for EDG, they were playing a very unique Teo
China kickoff. They played a 4. Oh, there were 1 and 3 in China for those. They lost to Trace, Shilai, and then Trace again, and only beat Billy Gaming. What comps did they use? I was wondering if they were still playing double controller Clove. Yes, they were. And Cyber's still on Breach. Champs LA is the exception. True, but then also because of I remember like Masters Tokyo, they were in 2 different locations too. Double duelists. I'm down for this.
I want to see what Izu can do in those backlines with the Yoru. That's going to be quite fascinating. But
I'm actually very down for this comp.
It's not new. They played it in the region.
Because this is good stall still for region, for extremities on defense, but this allows for double extremity control or just single extremity control. But most importantly, on the attack side, you know when we were saying like Euro compositions, it's just very hard for you to take early A rank control if you want to. And you almost have to always default mid and B main when you're playing double initiator Yoru. So now that they're playing Raze with the Yoru, you don't have a breach, but your Omen could still paranoia, so your Raze gets across, and you could still do the mid to B main control with your Fade Prowlers. So I'm actually very down with this composition from EDG, and it might be a nice little tweak that allows you to work a lot of areas of the map with split at once, instead of just defaulting a lot to the middle and B main. So I'm down for that. I haven't had a chance for us to discuss really what was going on for T1's composition. Sorry, not T1's, EDG's composition. But this is exactly what I was telling you guys about. The double initiator, which is probably why Concon is playing Jet, so that you could actually get the rep dash from time to time. Excuse me. But the thing is like you have a lack of flashes and self-sustainability not using a Yoru, because 2 agents here are going to stay very far back to like engage for the Jet to get space, and the Jet's going to dash in and be sort of like alone, you know. Smoggy and Shichu is going to be too far back to follow up, so Concon's just going to have to be on point. But that's why like a lot of regions or a lot of teams would switch away the Jet to a Yoru, so the Yoru could at least escape if there's a lot of pressure coming in from the Yoru with the space that he's trying to get.
That was just some noise being created. T1 reading it pretty well. They've got Buzz leaning in towards A, although he's making
this is difficult because he doesn't have TP, and he's in a 1 and done with no support. So Izu's done. 1 would be good for Izu, but if not, it's not a good position for him to be.
Similarly falls to the wayside. Kong Kong able to come away with the kill. A little bit of damage through the 2 players, but Kong Kong finds another fishing
yeah.
smoke.
couple of small errors coming in for T1. I mean, look, every single one of them fell one by one, right? One over here, one over here, one unlucky because it went through smoke. One by itself over here as well. It's like, what can you really do? Big round for EDG to start. But you needed maybe somebody to be contact here to get Izu ready, or Izu at least to have a TP so he could escape. So if anything, it's very good what EDG did to like run down the clock at 30 seconds to make sure that the gate crash is gone from Yoru so that they could walk contact and try to punish where Izu could be. So very good slow work coming out here from EDG to start on pistol. What's up, Michael? Xin chào, bonjour. Ça va bien?
I mean, I'm very curious about Meteor.
Cobium tank, who are you going for?
That didn't go so good again for Izu.
Well, just trying to take some space here, maintain some control. Rest it away from him.
Gaikon's already like 2 away from getting Blade Storm. He gets his kill here on the left side if he clears it, and he does. And if they still want him to chase and try to get kills, he needs to have players with him, because if not, he'll lose a Phantom. It's the strongest gun they have in the round for EDG right now. They'll be fine. Maybe T1 for Pacific Pride. I mean, both T1 and EDG are like close to Vietnam, Michael. Korea and China are pretty close. Yet Vietnam touches China.
Just into garage and cut down that backside lane to try to clear that while fighting from the ground into heaven. And maybe they send one lurker up, but
I agree. I like both teams too. It's very hard to predict. But
in general, they spread them out. They're willing to take their time.
You give me the pressure to have to choose a team. I went for EDG in this one here.
And patience pays off again for them. So let's see what T1 can respond with now. Full rifles in hand. It's the bonus for EDG. Tap there. Hong Kong wants those blades. Absolutely, he will pop those right.
All I want is a good game. Look at how interesting this is. This round, he gave the Phantom over to Chichu, so he goes Spectres. So that I think they were focusing on Blade Storm and then went for an instant trade. And then he went into site to get the kill. Now he's got Blade Storm to work with and an upgrade on Phantom anyways. Nice little change here for EDG, knowing and understanding their orb economy for ults. Nice flesh out with that snake bite though. Big bonus round here for EDG. 12 HP, can't really do anything with that, so we'll have to fall back.
Converts this bonus, a 3-0 start on T1's pick of split.
I am in the same boat as you, Michael. I have EDG and G2 going into the upper finals and going into the grand finals.
Yeah, they might catch him here. You're right.
You heard the drop.
Smoggy be caught with a knife at hand. Buzz has managed to come away with another, but a minor consolation.
He'll be fine.
This bonus conversion here for EDG absolutely stings for T1.
Yeah, they're winning in these opening duels, and
at least they got money for Judge, so they can start playing this on middle.
Very good at Yoru typically, and it's not like he hasn't played it on this map, but you know you can see.
And it looked like before we got into the replays that some players of EDG were getting ready to split on both sides of middle, taking serious control and market. So this could be a good round here for Meteor.
Buzz gets the consolation, but EDG looking really in control right now, being really patient behind this Viper utility.
With this lurk here on this side, I think this might still finish on middle. It just depends what type of venture we have around here. Izu didn't move, but the smoke is probably going to force EDG to re-clear. That said, with that smoke going into main, oh no, they're going to re-hit.
Really well prepared, even with the agent comp change.
Now with the Viper rotating all the way back towards B, this is going to have to be a re-hit towards B site. Like I said, this is a great position for Meteor, who's playing a Judge. Actually, he switched his Stinger, unlucky.
T1 happy to play it a little bit more passive. See if they can gum up the works a bit. There's no information on the other side of the map, so EDG has to wait this out a little bit.
I would have liked Rifle to play towards B, and then Judge to play here, and have like a classic move or Sheriff play on this side. Just because you have your strongest weapons at least to like cover. Like your Judge Stinger plays close range, your Phantom can play long range on A or B site.
So far, but Meteor now dropping as he tries to swing out from heaven. The site gets busted open.
30 seconds left.
He's crazy to walk out like that.
Snake might walk over and find a timing. Cannot do so. He falls. Stacks will follow soon. With just one death, EDG. Move up 4-0 to start.
They're just so clean right now. Any kill that's found is immediately traded for EDG. They're just really on
This is
the
what we're
ball,
gonna call
really
it
on point,
timeout.
And this is what a championship team looks like. The communication, the coordination, the map awareness is all there for them right now. You're definitely going to be thinking about a timeout here as T1 because this is not going to plan, and you're getting beat up at the point of attack in particular. And then you're just kind of walking in one by one, giving EDG some of these duels, and they're happy to take them because they are way too good in the moment.
I want to see what buy we have here. It's definitely a gun round for T1 now, right? Because we talked about the Stinger, the Phantom that Buzz carried over, and pistols. So they have guns to work with, but it's more on what's the ult economy that we currently have at T1. We know Concon hasn't used his Blade Storm yet. We've been starting to get some kills coming out of Nobody as Tejo and some Breach as well. Wait, EDG's not using Breach though, are they?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yes, they are. They're the ones playing double A Jet that I was talking about before. It's Simon playing Breach. So yeah, see, so they're very close to ult economy here for Armageddon, which would be huge. Yo, what's up? Dude, I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. 5Sohi2. So this is what I was mentioning before with the double initiator on this map before we started this game. What I like from the side of EDG is that you could be very explosive on this map. So he's just great. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I was talking about the differences around this double initiator comp in, like, for example, Americas or Challengers or whatnot, or even Pacific, where they're using double initiator with a Yoru instead of a Jet. And the thing is like the Yoru, it doesn't allow for you to get fast A-ramp control if you want to pull that into your playbook. But it's still, like, how good it is still to, like, disrupt and engage for you to get, like, some very explosive space. The thing is like Concon is using a Jet so that they could actually get those dashes through, but he doesn't have any escapes. But it's also Concon that we're talking about here, so he could just pop off on a Jet. It doesn't matter, you know? He could still make it work. So I really like the comp for EDG. But what I like here from the T1 comp on the attack is that exactly that. They're able to tackle this moment here where they can't get the Euro control, but at least Raze can, right? And then what they have as a single initiator with the fade is that the fade could still prowler on middle and top mid to allow your Yoru to be still sufficient and get those defaults into mid and B main, where the double initiator / Yoru does a lot, right? The double initiator Yoru has you defaulting a lot on mid control and B main control. And that sometimes could be taken advantage of by on the defensive side, on A side. So this is one small change that activates EDG that makes their composition and their approach to split very strong because of how explosive the Jet could be on the map control that they could get.
Right now they're walking the tightrope with ease.
Where does the Raze fit in? So the Raze fits in this moment for me in this double duelist, as your Yoru is going to be like your second initiator, because your initiator is going to allow for you to get space with the prowlers and the haunt, just like, for example, the drone would get and the salvos would get from the Tejo. But the Yoru will allow for you to play a very similar breach style where you could flash and you could also decoy for you to be able to get in. But when you want to get very explosive, then you have an opportunity now to start using lots of utils through Viper walls, and then have your flash go through from your Yoru, and then your satchels come in from the Raze as well. So you could have your Raze go up onto heaven to get that space while the Yoru is clearing this side, and you're having like the Fade Eye that's going to throw, on the top of the A site, that a lot of like anchors that plays around this map that has a very hard time clearing. Just like, for example, Flashback from DRX was getting pinged every single time by like a late Fade Haunt on the top of A site.
Extremely difficult for Sylvan. No
And the
guns
raise could
available
also
until
help
he
you
was
on
able to clear
defaults
this
for like
corner.
boombot clear as well.
Around the elbow, Chichu.
Ready for the swing
Like
out.
her executions with nades and stuff like that too also helps into like the
Hit
second
this
extra
shot,
set of
finds
salvos
the first
that you
one.
want for like
Beats the
space
jiggle.
clear when you get into
He did
sight.
not. Doesn't have a gun, doesn't have a clue. It's a solid attempt, but Chichu will ensure that EDG
Sorry, what does EVP
continues
stand
the
for?
streak.
Sorry.
He's so good, man.
And also, sorry, Michael, you're asking about the G2 fracture comp.
So clutch.
What was
Every time
G2's
you
fracture
need him
comp?
to
It's the
step up,
Vice.
It feels like G2's good for it. Kong Kong is
It's
just
Vice,
flying
Raze,
around the map
Tejo
right now.
Breach, right?
It
And
is just
Brimstone.
full-on W key for him. He is just running and gunning with that Phantom and knocking T1
Let me
players
just double
down.
check here
There's not much that they've been able to do.
to make sure.
That was one of their better rounds, and I appreciate the way that T1 played that. They gave up that extra space. They let EDG come
Entry by
towards the site
proxy?
before they tried to spring their trap. Here comes one of these B hits. Sylvan.
Yeah, but I also like those ult rounds that you have from T1 with the double, like right here, for example, is going to be very good.
Meteor. Not realizing the
Like how explosive the showstopper could get, and how good the Yoru ult is going to be for you to like get back into space control.
round after round here, T1 finding no advantages.
Spike planted.
Once we are finishing like
Once again,
the
have that operator in play.
how can we call this,
Looks
the
like a big opening here from Buzz.
meta
Wants to
discussion,
recommit back into this one.
I don't think
I'll pay a little bit more attention to like what are the weaknesses that we currently have from T1 so far. Like the timeout that we had 2 rounds ago, I think it's to start engaging Izu with this operator. He hasn't shot it yet, so this is a great opportunity here for T1 into the next round. So like start having be a little bit more aggressive and
No, EDG.
maybe do like a Hail Mary play, because this buy is still going to be
7-0
very important
on
in the
the
next
attacking
round.
side here on Split.
Sylvan and Meteor will probably go for like
Coming in T1.
Judge,
They are not
small shields by Guardian, something like that. But you need value out of these 2 weapons and also these ults. So this is a big Hail Mary coming up the next round, a big swing round potential for
We've
T1.
already seen a couple 13-0s from them this year.
So
Hasn't been on this map.
the thing is with the comp for
So far, they
G2, I want to get back in that
only
conversation.
cruise control.
I still think that the
Maybe a bunch of ults
Vise
for T1 in the
is
next
very
round there.
difficult to play in.
Oh, it-
For me, it just feels like
right down into the
you have to be
bottom
very
underneath the
proactive
rope.
around the map on defense to get the best value. Or sorry,
Meteor's
well,
not
I mean
making
on
mistakes.
both sides, you have to be very proactive on
Just
defense and
had a little
offense
bit of
to get
extra
the best value out of your composition,
Oof, down in the
because you're
bottom there.
losing
Caught
so
him.
much information
See the
on
light shot. That can only mean one thing. No,
on
not tech
map
loss.
control
It's
that
not
you
there
have
right
on a
now,
Vise,
but,
for example.
it's another
I think a
timeout.
lot of teams on defense would probably do 4-1 setups with your Vise on one side or vice versa,
Everything now
right?
at
Because the
this,
Vise
no
could
more interaction
now
going to
cover
be
2
allowed as
sides
EDG
with
decide
the
to use
flash
their
and the
timeouts
wall
right now. Why the hell would they?
on both A and B.
I mean,
And the other ones have to
first
start
kills
fighting
have to
for
be through the
space. I think that makes a
Vertigo
lot of
right
sense.
now.
But
I mean, there's
you've
been a
also
few
noticed
where
that
T1
on
got the
defense, a
first
lot of
kill
teams that
and
are playing
immediately
4-1
won.
are
I
very
knew
being
and then
very
just immediately
overreactive
I mean, there is
once
just
the
nothing
Vise is getting
they can get
pressured.
going.
And that
He's
allowed
so
for a
crisp,
lot of lurks to
so
happen
fast,
from
so
other
furious.
teams and go through the other side and flame through spawn,
Things the
which
analysts
some
are
teams
talking
haven't
about.
really
You
been
can't find that round win, that rallying point.
engaging
How
to
are you
fixing
supposed
that
to
gap
bring
yet.
energy up? How can Buzz be that hype guy?
Right.
How can he get the ball rolling for the rest of the team?
I would much prefer to still
EDG
have
making
a
it
Cypher or a
absolutely possible.
Killjoy
T1 come into this
on
with another
Fracture than a
operator.
Vise. I think her ult is also not good
Ultimates are available.
for the map.
Given the way that these rounds have begun, the question, can T1 get to a point in the round state they can actually utilize them?
Right.
But I disagree with the map control part for attack, because Vise gives you enough utility to contest a lane yourself. Where you are running a Vise, you're forced to run a 3-1-1 with your smokes being that opposite
It's like
player.
nobody knows exactly what's going to happen after these timeouts. Coaching staff
It's
has done
just,
such a good job of
I
preparing EDG.
how are you going to play the 3-1-1?
The tendencies that T1 is
Because
playing
it's
with.
Fracture as well, right? So you need to play quadrants instead of like
There's the flash. Goes through.
instead of lanes.
Still able to stick the landing. Swaps to the shorty. Stacks gets obliterated. Buzz trade at the same time there at tower. Showstopper not getting
Spike planted.
any eliminations.
I think it's also on how you want to.
Once again for T1.
I think
in
if
this
you want to be
position.
proactive in that composition on Fracture, it could work, right? So what I'm trying to get to is like if we look at dude, this watch party is we're not even watching this game because we're just talking about meta and
We'll convince them to go ahead and send the Rolling Thunder. Minor consolation, but Simon reads it.
how do we call it? It's not necessarily meta, but like discussing the composition, right? Discussing our approach on maps.
Once again, lost. EDG are absolutely
But
running away with this.
And the U-turn
but I
combo
definitely
is
wanted to
working
have that
so
conversation
good.
whenever we have a chance. I think we're gonna do it during the
Isolate
halftime.
Stacks.
For halftimes in between maps, let's continue the conversation.
The fault line.
Yeah, 100%. So far it's been a 4, but I'm trying to see what could maybe help T1 to clear EDG so far.
He's not going to give you those opportunities. They looked like maybe they'd found a way in, found an op pick, found a kill, but that Rolling Thunder.
But yeah, I'm definitely down for these combos. I love these discussions, and I love the I love also that we have an opportunity to have like healthy conversations of agreeing and disagreeing, because also I would like to see you guys' point of view. So stick around, Sohi. I do want to have this convo. Okay, so with these ecos that we had, they still have a decent buy because of those guys were able to save their weapons for like 2 rounds, and then they're coming in with a buy here. But dude, they are not. Like, if you're looking at these X's so far and how these players are losing for T1, they are not fighting as a group. Look at these consistent hero plays running out 1 by 1. I think that's been the problem so far for... I mean, we saw that already in the pistol round, by the way. And then we didn't pay attention anymore and just happened to get on the 9th round. So if it's going to be what has been going on for T1 this game so far, then and that's the issue that's lingering on T1. Oh yeah, dude, I do remember now. You hopped in and be like, "Yo, how do you like Project Zomboid?" And I literally had a dream before I woke up, Sohi, that Build 42 came out. Literally just before I woke up, I was logging into the game, and then they had a title that said like, "Welcome to Build 42." And I was like, "Oh crap, there's so much to learn, but I gotta wake up and start watch partying." Yeah, it's 100% in my dreams. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a little bit of Project Zomboid when I have a chance. Probably not today, because after the watch parties, I'll be I'll have to work a bit. This has to be another save. And now you have a lurk coming in too. Like, EDG are pulling out a lot of different elements that are going to catch T1 off guard. And this, chat, at this rate, it could almost be a 2-0. I mean, sorry, a 12-0 at the half.
That's a nice headshot, but Simon will go ahead and cut him down to size 10-0.
Let me just open my chat as well, because I want to get back to what you were talking about here, Sohi, a couple of rounds ago.
Champions, where the VCT really began. Right now, we might be witnessing new history in the making.
I mean, it's just incredible what they're able to do. And because they're able to take that site so early, they have a ton of time to just wait. And they
For sure. I just wanted to have it up there so we can talk about it as soon as we get into halftime, because we'll have 2 minutes. This is 100% championship form. EDG hasn't stopped from like last week, or I guess they had a 2-day break.
Be in awe of what this EDG team is capable of at their best.
Give me some good protocols here. There's going to be a fault line for heaven for these guys to take control. Off contact. This is off contact. So there it is. Fault line should be coming up here. Maybe to try to get stacks. Wait, he just stopped. Oh, he didn't have it up. I was wondering what he was doing looking at this line, and then he never had the fault line ready. Dude, rip 12-0 dream. That's a big nightfall to help guarantee the round here. We're finally using ults. He's gonna flash through. Oh my god, what a flick by Simon. Oh no, welcome back, Miller. Welcome back. Welcome back.
T1, they will not join the records there.
It's okay. They're gonna come back on their attack side. I somehow believe this is gonna happen. Because like I said, I feel like their composition is gonna be very good on attack still.
spring it into action.
And
A
that's
good fair
kind of
number
like
from
what's
Sylvan.
also lacking,
Connects, and then they
I
know
guess, from...
they have Chichu stuck right by the rope. They're able to
Well, I
punish
don't
him.
think it's lacking from T1. I feel because you're not playing any Senti, yes, it's more difficult for you to stall or try to get trap kills, but this is still good stall that you have from your double, your double controller from Meteor and Sylvan, from these two. But this is what I'm saying, you need to be, like, fighting for map control. Now it works, right? So you Prowler, now you have this locked down with an Operator. Now you Haunt, so you clear this spot. But this is also fake, but thanks for this pit, it helps a bit. The fact that he goes in with no help from an Initiator and right-clicks and immediately stops the pit is freaking insane.
Immediately removes
He's fearless.
that pit from the equation.
Dude, like, what can you do at this point?
Absolutely fearless.
They had perfect protocols at the very beginning and just got fucking owned by Con. Because this was going to allow for you to do a 1-1-3 because they had this under control. And because Meteor died instantly, Stax was like, well, crap, we're going to have to go watch this spot. And these guys are going to be pinned inside. There's, oh my god, okay, they just owned. They just doubled up and owned the hold on the backside. Almost had that. He knows one's heaven. He could isolate the 1v1 here. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, great anchoring from both Sylvan and Buzz.
So far out in front.
It's hard to imagine that T1 can come back from this. This EDG squad came to play. 2 days off, no problem at all.
Stax and Buzz, they have done it before. That series versus Billy, but I don't know. Something different about this one here today. We'll see what happens when we come back from the break.
Okay, so I'm going to put this as a small screen because I also don't want to like block the ads what we have here in the halftime. Yo, Sub Zebra, how's it going? So you were saying earlier, let's pack B main. So let's pack B main around here. Play Vice Arcade A main. Oh, sorry. So you probably mean pack B main. You probably mean pack A main, and in your Vice is solo anchoring B, right? Oh, sorry. Lurker Arcade Vice A main. Okay. Vice A main. Okay, so I got it. So yes, I do agree with you that on defense, the hold on, let me, how do we Vise, and then we had Brimstone, Breach, Tejo, and Raze. I'm gonna put them on the map so that I could see. And then how do we go to just select the agents on map? Perfect. Yeah, so let's say Vise is over here, and then she places a wall. I usually want the wall to be played over here, right? Because I want to get like good early info, especially if I'm playing solo, right? So you kind of just want to like thorn hold.
We are back and about to go into the second half. This opening map of Split. As you can see from the scoreline, it has not been going T1's way.
Right?
EDG.
Something like that. And then we'll talk about it after the second half.
Watch every single moment of this half so far. T1, a monstrous run back needed. As this is their map pick. And Bind is on the horizon. All they have favored
So what you're trying to say so far, Sohi, is exactly how you kind of just want to play your defense, as I was mentioning before. So as you were saying, the 3-on-1, that's what I meant by 4-1. You're not going to have 4 players fight into one quadrant on the other side, but Vise is usually solo, for sure. I agree.
16 kills so far for Kong. I believe 7 deaths. He has been absolutely electric. The man just continues to impress. No matter the game, no matter the stage. Izu able to find a little bit of space. No challenge, just a fault line to stall. It's Kong. Timing.
These are good trades, at least to start, though. It's not the T1 pistol on the first half.
Gotcha. Straight headshot. Nobody up from garage. Gets rid of Stacks.
So what happened, chat, right after that?
So good.
They all died one by one again. They're not watching after each other's positions.
Another pistol to EDG.
I think they're just going to have a slow start here, chat, to be honest with you. They should have a better second map, but they're going to play to EDG's map pick.
That's all there is to it right now. They're hitting crazy good shots. They're reading the map. They're reading the timings. You know, Meteor here trying to adjust, and Chichu able to find
They didn't
that
expect
arrow
probably
angle.
the lurk from nobody into main.
Sylvan,
Yeah.
so ready for it, and they're coming at you from different angles. They're winning the shots. They're hitting their heads.
This might be a very fast day, chat, at this rate.
And now you gotta buy here. As T1, you have to. You have no choice.
And they got a plant, so it helps.
Mix
But I wish they went for a stinger buy, just to be a lot more explosive.
hodgepodge. Yeah, the mishmash, the hodgepodge, the bits and bobs.
So this is a standard ply TP backside here, which is going to get heard by the Omen.
Paranoia, flash in, buzz on the
This is a very, very standard type of like entry that a Euro wants to get. I wish that they had a protocol to try to stop that. Because Smoggy heard it, but he just wanted to play an off angle instead of trying to go all the way back and just wait for the TP and fight. I guess he just wants to let the Euro go back and he could fight the front, but he didn't expect for the raise to satchel through. But the retakes continue to be too strong for EDG. He's got Judge, but Concon stops him. So this is now 2,900 plus 300 on the plant. So you could still have a buy here. This is a half shield Guardian potential rifles, maybe, if you get a couple of kills for T1.
They are so good at it. Okay, a good entry here. It looks like there might be an opportunity, but look how clean he is with that stinger. And then they're all coming out of
No,
the
sorry,
together.
it's 19
They're all
and
pushing these
24.
angles together.
So
And
they
then
only got
swing from different
2,700 with
angles
the
to
plant,
just
not
eliminate
30,
stacks.
not 32.
Frustration from the IGL of T1, for sure.
Yeah, so their buy is
Anybody would
not
be
good.
frustrated here.
Guardians and
Wanna
Bulldogs.
just get a few more rounds underneath your belt here as T1.
I can imagine
Get
all
that
the enemies
blood flowing,
T1
get that
fangirl.
game
Oh, that's funny.
under control, because EDG is
You just gotta trust EDG, Michael. You just gotta trust
period,
EDG.
end of story.
I feel that at this point, it's less about can we get ourselves back into this map here? Can we make a run back and take this to overtime? It has to be. Can we get ourselves online
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
yeah.
second map of bind?
Exactly.
Nobody looking for a timing. Drifts across. Some self-disguise for the moment. How far does he pursue? Salvin trying to flush him out into the open. Meteor, however, able to win out the fight. Information on the two players still playing here at lobby. Nobody pushing up into the smoke. Meteor catches a good timing, catches a kill. Starting to take away, but Chichu, ever present, finds one. There's still gonna be
Your
one
chat
lingering
so empty, it's
around
giving
the
no
edge.
signal vibes.
From the
Fix
site.
as this Ampler sale.
Chichu, unless he can do something like that.
Okay, Chichu.
And nearly gets himself an ace to bring this to
Wait, a
conclusion.
1v1 though. No time.
Time.
Dude, to just save that round. Chichu owns, man. Chichu's so good.
Bring it to an end. But my God, Chichu nearly closes it out.
That's with the Guardian 2
He's
chat.
just been incredible this tournament. A lot of people would say best player at the event. That right there is why, folks. This is destruction. Chichu. Nasty, nasty transfers.
Oh my god.
Oh me, oh my.
Absolutely robotic in the aim. And yeah. for
But like,
nobody
why
else
is the
on
Omen
side
out
of
in the
stage,
open
I think
and the
it's gonna be
Viper
a
swing
pretty
solo
easy
after?
round to shrug off. You still have 9 chances to close this out before you even have to worry about overtime.
Oh, look at this. Trying to set up
EDG
a
doubter?
play.
Yeah.
Izu,
Oh,
but
that's a
nobody still
read.
is able to just peek in, gets the kill, and they just get out scot-free.
They stunned off the wall. I
Those
think they fault line
iterations
this,
of the
right?
bridge
And
KO
just
combo
swung
that you're
through
gonna
and
seal
killed
out on
them.
this map.
Kong Kong gets the headshot, tailwinds forward. He wants a fight.
But this is the issue that I've been telling you guys, chat. It's like, with a Yoru, you're forced to default
And
these
why not?
areas a lot, right?
Why not?
Unless you need to start having your Omen paranoia for your raise to come across and set that conditioning If not, if you're trying to leverage the Euro to get the best space, is that TP in the backside over here. So this is just a good read and call from EDG to just think that there's going to be a default towards B main, and they find a timing support to just suppress the B main and get this pick here onto Izu. Dude, and the crazy part about that, by the way, Zebra, is that Trace did beat EDG, made into the grand finals, and enforced a 4 or 5 map series against EDG for EDG to win. So technically, they're supposed to be fairly strong, but unfortunately just crashed out here on the master stage. But I think it's also like the fact that they are probably most used to playing EDG and will watch a lot of EDG gameplay just to like upset their opponents. But they probably don't have enough practice. Oh, Sylvan. Oh, it's not over, Chad. It's not over. It's not over.
He has come back off the bench and been a lightning rod for T1. He has had some really good maps.
That was kind of sick, though.
An ace at the international level for Sylvan.
That was sick.
Insanely well played there. The timings able to work and isolate one
that
after another.
honestly, oh, and look how cold he is after winning the round. Chat, these are the type of rounds you need. Let's say this game finishes 13-5, right? Or 13-4. I think I'm okay with losing that scoreline when I'm starting to see like players pop off, because that's going to bring my morale for the second map.
Managed to successfully tuck out.
Stack's going to read this push though from Kong Kong.
That is the question for now. Slowly creeping forward. Kong Kong, however,
That's Spike, yo.
just a little bit more aware, a little bit faster. That's the spike now. Dropping the back alleys. Split.
Like I said, this could finish 13-4, and I'd still be happy if I'm T1.
On the pinch is able to find the kill. The 3v3 now is nobody. Backing away, the rotation starting to come through.
Because Sylvan owns, they found like the last round on the 12th round with the Nightfall retake onto the site, which is very nice. But they're starting to find like some form here for T1, and this is the stuff you could carry over into the next round. See, that's good protocol. Swinging out before and not pulling your gun out through the smoke. You went for the side swing and a 3-2-1 out of the smoke to get that kill. T1 starting to find some good form here, chat. This is really, really good. If you lose this round here, it's not your fault. You're playing against Chichu and Smoggy, who are just so good in the clutch. And you'll just accept it, right? At least you have like some, you know, some good looks.
Sylvan gonna be taken down. This is the 1v1. It seems like Smoggy knows exactly where Izu is TP2. You read that he's already pushed up into the site, taps the spike, swings out of the smoke, and they're missing each other somehow, some way. Smoggy's starting to get a read on it. Oh,
no time? He doesn't have
I
time.
don't think he does.
He doesn't have time.
That spike is erupting, and this map is continuing. 12-5, T1.
But yo, this is what I'm saying, chat. There's some good form coming out from T1. So far, it's not like the best in terms of like early rounds macro, but to turn this around on a 3v5, I guess 3v4 after the first trade on main.
T1 does a nice job. Izu has a good flash to bail them out.
Yeah. Yeah, the X-ray from, I think it's Prius observing, right?
From Stax's body.
This ain't America's Wizarding comeback. True.
These last couple of rounds may have been all that T1 really needed to get back into this series. Sometimes it just takes a couple.
And now you even forced out a timeout of EDG.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
This, to be honest, chat, you'll freaking take it for T1. You finally flustered them on their defense side. This is gonna show for a good second map, to be honest.
Allowing for some further conversation from the T1 coaching staff as well. 3 rounds in a row so far. Still not even at that halfway mark.
If you look back in the clip, you literally see Yoru when Smoggy whips around towards the center of the site. Yeah, that's crazy.
For EDG. The guns going to be a little bit scrappy on both sides. Obviously, there were some forces along the way for T1. So they've got a couple Guardians.
He was playing back towards map, right? Is that moment when on the 1v1, right?
Both sides. It's going to be Kong Kong with that Guardian himself. It's a scary.
Tries a small trap play and push them into middle. This is a good ult. Very good ult.
Meteor's able to find one Smoggy on the peak. Sheriff shot to the skull of Meteor does shut him down, but Showstopper and a nice shot from Stacks. Continue to open up the round.
This is a small W for EDG.
The last one standing.
You wasted out 2 big ults for T1 to get the round, and it's understandable that T1's going to take this into an ego for EDG, right? Because if they're getting pinched and they're getting crunched like that and they lose a round, the game's over. So that, I think both teams kind of win there. The only thing, though, is that they still have Nightfall on the side of T1, and they have Rolling Thunder on the side of EDG. So this could be a good round here for T1 to take site control, but EDG could play this passively so they could play a flood retake with the Rolling Thunder. And when we talked about the protocols of like being able to trade for each other for T1 in the first half, it was non-existent. So you're hoping that they're able to clean that up, because this is perfect for them to like Nightfall and get site control with the pit. I don't think that Simon's going to ult here. There it is. Good entry. Now they get into the site. Now they have no Rolling Thunder for the retake. This is a big W. Now they're going to plant in pit, and you're going to play outside of the pit just to try to not allow for these guys to get heavy control. Wait, there's no help to plant. It's a big 3v3 here, and Stacks is low on HP. Well, I just realized Meteor died, so there's no pit. Avoids the flash. That's a big flash avoidance by Stacks. He gets that first kill. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Yo, what's up, Envy? What's up, Envy? How's it going?
I can't believe it. I thought this is done.
Dude. Dude, that was so sick by Stacks.
Knock him out of the park. Kong Kong there with a great timing to slide down.
Yo, hold on. T1's waking up here, chat.
There's no return fire.
And the fact that he avoided the flash for that first kill into spawn, right? So they know that he's playing this box.
It's GG go next. Nope.
It felt like they maybe thought that he snuck out to play pillar side, which is why you saw Chichu on top of the balcony. Now they broke Econ of EDG.
See what T1 can do. Let's see how long they can
And they still have good ult cycles to play against a couple of things, you know? And they're getting close to these when nobody's close to his Armageddon. And then Konkon's close to his Bladestorm. Konkon could probably guarantee Bladestorm in the next round.
Continues to be the final boss. By 3, they come by 3, they fall. Chichu destroys them all.
He is absolutely just unbelievable. What a tremendous player. Now he's going to throw the pit into mid. Meteor's going to try his own pit, but Simon right there to punish if he oversteps. There he goes.
The heroics have a limit. It is not an infinite stock. T1 do well to get themselves to 7.
Bruh.
After a flat opening half, but EDG,
Bro, all of that to get fucking owned by Chichu with a Sheriff, it just knocks the wind out of their sails.
They take away T1's map pick.
Bro, it was looking so good until Chichu just like had enough. Chichu had fucking enough. That's insane. Yo, chat, we're gonna have the discussion around Fracture, but I do need to run an ad, so don't get hit by ads on the second half, on the second map. That's so funny to just literally just cut Achilleos. Oh yeah, I just noticed that, huh? That's actually pretty funny. A duelist with a stun, that's very interesting. Okay, chat, let me just play a quick... I'll do 2 minutes for this ad, so we could have some time to discuss the fracture stuff. I'd love to have an open conversation about it, so we'll be back in 2 minutes. Wait, have we had a duelist with a stun yet? We have, right? There's Neon that could stun. Jet cannot. Yoru cannot. Who else? Jet, Yoru, Raze cannot stun. Yeah, there's only Neon, right? Phoenix cannot. Reyna cannot. Yeah, I think I'm down for that. Oh, sorry.